Hey guys, Ranger Kendra here again with the Alaska Maritime National Wildlife Refuge. I'm coming to you this Thursday for this week's virtual science lesson. And I'm really excited to come to you from my home this week to talk to you about a very special group of animals that call the oceans home. So this is a special week because it is the National World Oceans Week where we're celebrating oceans worldwide. And again, I wanted to share with you my favorite group of animals that call the ocean home. And that group of animals are ones called baleen whales. And so baleen whales are also known as great whales. And they're called great whales because they are some of the largest animals on the planet. So today I wanted to share with you just a little bit about some of the different types of baleen whales there are and some cool facts about them. And so baleen whales, again, also known as great whales, are what we would call a marine mammal. So marine meaning that they live in the ocean, so the ocean is their home, but they are mammals, like mammals that live on land. So they breathe air, so they have to come to the surface of the water to breathe. They are also warm-blooded. The mothers give live birth, and the mothers also feed their young with milk. And so, again, these baleen whales are a group of marine mammals that include species such as the humpback whale. So the humpbacks are sometimes known as the white-winged whale because when they breach or they come out of the water, their pectoral fins are really long and they're white underneath and it almost looks like they have white wings. Some other species of baleen whales, we have the smallest of the species, which are the minke whales. There's also the bowhead whales that call the Arctic home. Then we also have the amazing and beautiful gray whale that you see here. And then the largest of all of the baleen whales is the blue whale. And so the blue whale, like I said, is the largest of all the great whales. And so this guy is really, really large. They can get between 90 to 100 feet long. They can weigh up to almost 330,000 pounds, which is the equivalent of almost 24 elephants added up. So that's pretty big. And just to kind of give you a visualization of how long some of these great whales can get, we're going to pause the video for a second. I'm going to step outside on this beautiful Alaskan sunny day, and we're going to show you just how long these blue whales can get, and one of our other species of great whales too. All right, guys, so we have come outside on this beautiful sunny Alaskan day. And we wanted to share with you just how long some of these baleen whales can get. And so I have two helpers with me today. I have my daughters, Kylie and Hayden, and we're going to compare two different whales. And so, Kylie, let me see what you have in your hand. So each one of them has one of these wooden dowels or wooden sticks, and on it is wrapped a string, which is the average length of a baleen whale. And so the first one we're going to do, and actually Kylie, hold on to this one, we're going to see how long Hayden's can go. So Hayden, first thing, actually no, let's do Kylie's first. All right, Hayden, if I can have you just step to the side. Kylie is going to take this and she's going to walk with it. Keep going, Kylie. Perfect. Okay, so that's how far Kylie's going to walk. Kylie has just walked about 50 feet. So this is the average length of a humpback whale. So humpbacks can get between 45 to 50 feet long. So a pretty long animal. Now we're going to compare the whale that Hayden has. So I'm going to set this down really quick. And then Hayden, come on over here. Let me see yours. And then Hayden is going to go too. So you head on down. Hayden, go on. Oh. Go, grab your string. Okay, go. Go. There she goes. How far? Oh, she's bypassing Kylie. Oh my goodness, keep going. You still gotta go. Go. All right, so there we have it. So Hayden is about twice as long as Kylie's whale. And so Hayden's is the blue whale. So remember that whale that I said is the largest of all the baleen whales. It's not just the largest of baleen whales, it's the largest of any animal on the planet. It can get up to between 90 to 100 feet, so it's twice as long. So let me hear from my humpback whale. Wave, Kylie. So there's our humpback, almost 50 feet long, and then all the way in the end is Hayden, which is our blue whale. All right, guys, so now that you've had a chance to see just how long these whales can get, let's head back in and learn a little bit more about baleen whales. All right, guys, so now that we've come back in from outside on this beautiful sunny day, I'll just mention how big that blue whale was. It was really, really long compared to that humpback whale. Remember, blue whales are the largest animals on the planet, and they can get up to almost 100 feet. And a couple other fun facts about baleen whales is that they are really long-lived animals. And so one example, the bowhead whale that spends most of its time in the Arctic oceans, that can actually get up to almost 200 years old. So they can live a really long time. Another fun fact about many species of baleen whales are that they are great migrators. So many of them spend their winter months down in warmer waters or warmer climates where they're going to have their young. And then when the weather starts getting warmer here in Alaska, they will migrate back to the Bering Sea. They will migrate back to the Arctic to feed in our rich ocean waters. And so they'll come up here in the summer months to feed. And a great example of one of those really far migrators is the gray whale. So the gray whale is a baleen whale that migrates further than any of the others. And it will migrate round trip 10,000 miles every single year. So it goes on these really long migrations, so these amazing journeys every single year when they migrate between Alaska and areas such as Baja. And so the last thing I wanted to share with you about baleen whales today is where they get their name from. And so that really special stuff that they have growing in their mouth called baleen. And so all these baleen whales that I spoke to you about, they have this really special adaptation inside their mouth called baleen. And I have a few examples of baleen here with me today. Baleen grows from the top jaw of a baleen whale. So it grows down from the top. And depending on the species of baleen whale it is, depends on really how long or even the color of that baleen. So this one is an example of baleen from a humpback whale. And then I also have a sample of baleen, which is much lighter in color and much smaller. And this is from a minke whale, one of the smallest of the baleen whales. But it all kind of works in a similar way. And so again, this grows from the top of their mouth, so the roof of their mouth along their jaw, kind of like our top teeth grow down from our jaw. And it's made out of the same stuff as our fingernail. So it's made out of a stuff called keratin. And as it grows out of their mouth, it actually grows in layers. So this is just one strip or one layer of the baleen. But then I also have this sample here. Now this is a much shorter sample from a humpback whale, but you'll notice this is all layered up. And so it would grow from the roof of their mouth or from the top of their mouth in these long layers, and they'll have layers of hundreds of baleen. And actually when it is in their mouth, it's nice and straight. It doesn't really curl like this until it dries. So it's out of the whale's mouth and it dries. But I have a nice straight piece of baleen here. And one thing that you will notice is it's got all of these hairs that hang down. So this would be facing, these little hairs would be facing the inside of the whale's mouth. And these whales are really filter feeders. And so what they will do is they will open their mouth, and different species have different methods of catching their food. But essentially, they open their mouth, they take in a huge mouthful of water, they close their mouth and push the water out through the sides. And when they do that, just like a filter would work, all these little hairs catch on to the food. So the fish, the squid, the krill, the zooplankton, whatever they're trying to catch will get caught in these hairs, will get caught in their mouth. And so it's a really efficient way of hunting for food. These whales basically just have to open their mouth and close their mouth, and they have their meal. They have their food available to them. So again, a really efficient way of feeding their great big bodies. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about these baleen whales. Again, they are my favorite group of animals that live in the ocean. And actually, in the comments below, I'd love for you to share with me what are your favorite ocean animals and anything that you'd like to share with me about baleen whales as well. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.